You didn't marry a man, you married your reflection. These words may sound mysterious, but they carry a deep spiritual truth. Every soul you meet in life carries a message for your evolution, but the person you marry becomes the clearest mirror of your inner world. Your husband is not simply a partner chosen by chance. He reflects your hidden emotions, your unhealed patterns, and even the karmas that are waiting to surface and be healed. When he speaks or behaves in ways that trigger strong reactions within you, anger, hurt, or defensiveness, it is life gently showing you something within yourself that still needs healing. In the language of karma, marriage is not just about companionship. It is a sacred classroom where two souls come together to polish each other's rough edges. Your husband mirrors your unresolved energies, just as you mirror his. What you admire in him reflects your own light. What you resist in him reveals your own shadow. In truth, no one can disturb your peace unless there is a wound within you that still echoes from the past. The moment you begin to see your husband as a mirror rather than an enemy, something miraculous happens. Arguments become insights, pain becomes awareness, and the relationship becomes a field for spiritual growth. Paramahansa Yogananda taught that every bond, especially marriage, is designed by divine intelligence to awaken love, patience, and understanding within us. So instead of asking, "Why is he like this?" ask yourself, "What part of me is being revealed here?" That single question can change everything. Because the moment you stop fighting the reflection, your soul begins to heal, and love starts to flow again, pure and unconditional. Before two souls meet as husband and wife, something sacred has already been decided in the invisible realms. According to the teachings of Paramahansa Yogananda, nothing in life happens by accident. Not even the person we fall in love with, marry, or share our days with. Every bond is part of a divine design, woven by the law of karma. Before birth, two souls make an unspoken agreement, a spiritual contract, to walk together for a time on the path of evolution. They promise to help each other learn certain lessons the soul still needs: patience, compassion, forgiveness, strength, and surrender. That is why your husband is not only a companion in this life, he is also a teacher, a mirror, and sometimes a test. His presence awakens what lies dormant inside you: your deepest fears, your attachments, and also your capacity to love beyond conditions. Some days, this feels joyful and harmonious. Other days, it may appear as resistance, conflict, or misunderstanding. But both are part of the same sacred design. Yogananda once said that the soul attracts those people and circumstances that are necessary for its evolution. This means your marriage is not random. It is precisely the environment your soul needs in order to grow. When love is easy, you are learning to receive. When love is difficult, you are learning to give. When there is silence, you are learning patience. When there is pain, you are learning strength. When you begin to see marriage through this higher lens, the feeling of burden begins to dissolve. You realize that you are not trapped in karma. You are transforming it. Marriage then stops being a battlefield and becomes a temple where two souls serve each other's awakening. Every soul we meet is a mirror, but our husband often becomes the clearest one. His presence, his words, and even his silence reflect the state of our own inner world. This is the mirror principle of karma. Life continues showing us what we need to heal until we finally see it with awareness. Yogananda explained that karma is never punishment. It is divine education. Each time you react strongly to something your husband does, the universe is gently inviting you to look within. If he becomes angry, it may awaken your suppressed emotions, the part of you that was never allowed to express itself. If he ignores you, it may reflect an old wound of feeling unseen. If he tries to control you, it may echo lifetimes where power was misused or surrendered. These are not coincidences. They are karmic patterns rising to be healed. What appears as conflict on the surface may actually be the soul whispering, "Please free me from this old pattern." When you see your husband as a mirror, blame transforms into awareness. Instead of asking, "Why is he like this?" you begin asking, "What is he showing me about myself?" That single shift changes your entire energy. Yogananda said, "When you change yourself, you have changed your world." The outer reflection changes only when the inner image is healed. And when you embrace this truth, every argument becomes an opportunity for self-knowledge. You no longer fear the mirror. You honor it. Every marriage carries 3 great karmic lessons: power, surrender, and love. These are the pillars through which souls evolve together across lifetimes. If in another life you misused power by controlling or dominating others, this life may bring a partner who challenges that control, helping you rediscover humility and respect. If you once gave away too much of your strength or silenced your truth, this life may bring a partner who pushes you to reclaim your voice and self-worth. The play of karma is never cruel. It is precise and compassionate. It gives us exactly the experiences needed to restore balance. Some days you are invited to speak your truth. Other days you are invited to soften and surrender. Both are expressions of inner strength. But the deepest lesson of all is love. True love is not control or emotional dependency. True love is calm, patient, understanding. Love matures when you stop loving for what you receive and start loving because love itself is your nature. When this happens, the relationship transforms. What once felt like struggle becomes sacred partnership. The ego's first instinct is always to react, but the soul's path begins the moment you choose to observe instead of react. When your husband's words trigger strong emotions, pause, take a breath, remain silent for a moment. Silence is not weakness, it is spiritual intelligence. Ask yourself gently, what is this emotion really about? Often, the pain is not about the present moment, but about an old wound. By becoming aware of the feeling, you dissolve its power. Over time, this practice transforms everything. Where once you argued, now you listen. Where once you resisted, now you understand. You realize something powerful. Your husband's behavior does not control your peace. Your response does. And that awareness brings real freedom. Because when you stop reacting and start reflecting, karma begins to unwind. Eventually, karma softens into grace. What once felt painful begins to feel meaningful. Yogananda said, "Love is the light that dissolves all walls between souls." When you begin to see your husband as a divine instrument for your growth, blame slowly dissolves. Patience appears. Compassion grows. Sometimes the relationship grows stronger as both souls evolve together. Other times, the karmic bond naturally loosens. But in both cases, grace is present, because the purpose of the relationship has been fulfilled, awakening the soul. When you finally see from this higher perspective, marriage becomes something sacred. Not just a relationship between two people, but a divine journey between two souls. Each of you is playing a role in a cosmic drama designed for growth and awakening. You begin to see your partner not as an enemy, but as a fellow traveler on the path. And in that realization, love transforms into compassion. Anger fades, control softens, and the need to win disappears. Marriage then becomes a daily meditation, seeing the divine in another being. So the next time your husband triggers your emotions, pause and remember, this too is life teaching me. Because life is not happening to you. It is happening for you. You did not simply marry a man. You married your mirror, your teacher, your karmic reflection, lovingly sent by the universe to help you awaken. And when you begin to see your relationship through this sacred lens, everything changes. Peace flows where conflict once lived. Compassion grows where pain once existed. And love reveals its true purpose, not possession, but evolution. If this message resonated with you, share your reflection in the comments. Tell me what this awakened in you, or simply write Jai Guru Dev to send your vibration of peace into this space. And let me know what you would like to explore in the next video. How soulmates recognize each other across lifetimes, or how to release karmic attachments with grace. Until then, stay calm, stay aware, and remember, love is the highest yoga of the soul.